Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube video. This is Dr. Song. I will try to explain today about some different things about in the quantitative research method. We have been working on the many different aspects of the descriptive statistics until last session, and this time will be the lab class. So how you can in fact produce the descriptive statistics using the SPSS. These are the references. I got some content from the three courses at the University of Ottawa. So you can have a reference from where is coming the content for my course. Okay, and then the first thing I'd like to mention about this concept of homogeneity of variance. So that is I will show you the to make you understand easier the image. But the first, the meaning of the homogeneity of variance. When you have the data, and then that is like normally this kind of distribution, and then you can see that there must be a standard deviation, how much they are deviated from the mean. And then depending on the standard deviation, it can be this form, and sometimes it's a very high like this. Sometimes it can be very flat like that. So we saw this kind of different form of the data distribution. And then when you see that these various forms, we can say the homogeneity. So if the two data distribution is a very similar form, like this one, and then this is also like this one, we can say that they are homogeneous. So homogeneity of variance is very much about how your data is distributed, and then that is here. You can see that it's when it's homogeneous, and then they have the similar the form of the data distribution. And then if they are not homogeneous, it's heterogeneous. And then you can see that the form is because of the standard deviation, in fact. So when you have the standard deviation have almost the same amount, and then you will have the homogeneous form. And then when they are different, standard deviation like this, and this one will be the very short. And then you will have the different data distribution form. So these are the like assumption of the when you run the analysis with the ANOVA and the t-test, because they are comparing the mean values. So the mean values, they are t-test is about the two different data distribution. You will compare the mean value, and then ANOVA will be the three, the more than three. So anyway, when you compare the mean values of the two different data, and then you will use the ANOVA or t-test, and at the time you will need this homogeneity of the variances as the assumption. So when there is violated, you can have the non-parametric test, or you will consider that what is the alternative to make your significance, your analysis that is more valid. So that is the first condition when you make your result is valid, is the homogeneity of the variances should be met. Okay, now APA report. This is another aspect in the statistics. So we generally follow the report about your research in the APA according to the APA. Now they have until APA 7, I think. So APA 7, according to APA 7 or 8, the most latest version. You will take a look how you can write according to that. So the one thing I want to show as an example, when you write about the participant part, this is the form of the APA. So when you put in the left flash, and then it's a bold, and then you need a one intent, indent, and then you will write everything in the one paragraph. So don't change the paragraph. When you talk about the one topic, and then everything is inside of that paragraph. So you can see that how many people they were participated, and then how many men, women also. And so this is about the nominal variable, and nominal variable you write the how many people, and then the how many people you can write the n value in fact, because this is not the numerical value. But when it comes to the numerical value like age, and then you will report what is the mean value, and also you should provide the standard deviation with the range. Standard deviation, range, and then the average. That is about the way to report your continuous variable. And then, yeah, so that is the general way how you can report it about the participants. So when the variable is a nominal, you will report how many people. That is the most important thing. And then when you report the numerical value, like a continuous variable, you will report the average and the standard deviation and the range. So that is the most important part. You should not forget when you write the participant paragraph. Now it's about the lab. We are entering there. So let's see about the recoding. What is the recoding? So when you say in the how can I say that in the different statement, you will pay very much attention how they are formulated. So this one, I enjoy learning new method of analyze data. That is positive. I do not know why I'm doing this. That is negative. I love the challenge of the solving a new statistical problem. That is a positive. I appreciate how learning these skills will help me in the future. Positive. So the number two, that is a negatively formulated. So when you give the from the 1 to the 5, the first one, you will say that you completely agree will be the 5. And the second one will be you will put the more is like a 1 or 2 because it's negatively formulated. And the others is a 5 and a 5. Yeah. So if the person gives the answer, if he gives the answer 1 and the 3 and the 4 with the 5, it's very less likely to give the 5 for the number 2 because there is opposite. So in this case, you have to, when your variable has this kind of sentence negatively formulated compared to others, you have to recode the value. So that is about the recoding we are talking about. So I will show that in fact, I published the one video about how you record the value, so you can take a look at. But also you can go to the transform, recording the different variables, and then you can choose the name of your new variable. And then in the new variable, you will go to change your old value and then the new value. So this one, you will see that is an old value that was the number 1 and becomes the 5. So like this, you will change the value, and then you can have everything is in the same aligned the way. So for instance, that like this one, yeah, this variable, you will recode, you will reverse the value. So the one person say the 1 will be the 5, and the one person said that 2 will be the 4. So in this way, you can add the 5, 4, 5, 5. So it will be the 19 total score. Yeah. So instead of that 5, 1, 6, and then 11, 16. So that becomes different result. If you don't reverse this one, you will have the mistake. So you have to reverse order first like that. And then 1 becomes 5 and the 5 becomes 1. So this is the way how you can record the values. Okay, and then yeah, you see you change the name, and then everything is okay. Or the new value, you saw that how you can change the 1 becomes 5, and then the 2 becomes 4, etc. Yeah, so you will change all that, and then you will hit the key. Okay, everything will be changed in the reversed order. Yeah, so this is also the another way how you change the level of measurement. So you can put like 65 and 70. That is you can give the no, number 1. So that is you can see that in range. You can choose also the option of the range and then 1. This is another way to change the variable. So it's not the reversed order, but this is about the changing the your variable. So if your variable was like a continuous variable, for instance, that is like 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then going to the 100. Yeah. And then instead of letting your variable with the numerical value, you can group them. It's like from 1 to 10. Yeah, 1 to 10. That is a 1. And then from the 11 to the 20, yeah, that is a 2, something like that. So instead of making the 1 through 100, you will just have the 10 groups. Yeah, and then 10 groups. So this means that instead of the numerical value, you will create the variable, transform your variable as the ordinary variable. Okay, so why? Because there will be now the only 10 groups, and they have the order from the 1 until 10. So this is the like a transforming your your variable, the how can I say, the form, your form of variable to another form. So that was the continuous variable in the beginning, and then by this operation, that will be the like ordinal variable or nominal variable. So that is a categorical variable. So this is the way how you can transform your continuous variable to the categorical variable. You can do that from the continuous to the categorical, but another way you cannot do that. So only the continuous can become the categorical variable, but the categorical variable cannot become the continuous. So this is very important. Okay, so today the session is about some different aspects of your descriptive statistics. And then I will see you in 2 weeks because I have a break about the 2 weeks in the springtime. So next time I will share with you more about descriptive statistics and in the lab part. Thank you so much and see you next time.